Hey y'all come on in, say hey, let me know you're here. Somebody tell me where I'm at. We are in the apple flannel event. I don't have any flannel, y'all. I have big plans, but I'll tell y'all about that in a little bit. So y'all come on in, say hey. Get back to that. So what has everybody been up to? Hey, Miss Linda Peppers. How are you? Let's send our post. I sent a telegram, now I got a post. Hey, Miss Jerry. Hey, Danielle. Hey, Miss Barbara. And Miss Jenny's in the house. Y'all come on in, say hey. I am trying to get my live pulled up. There we go. Maybe, oh, let's turn my volume down. I don't want to hear myself talk. Wanda Zoe is not doing very well. I'll tell y'all about that in just a few minutes. We are actually heading back to the emergency vet whenever I'm off my live. So it was just too short of a time to cancel, and we're just going back to pick up more medicine. So I figured it would be okay to wait. So apples it is. All day long, girl. I would rather have apples than flannel, because y'all know I do not like in wintertime. Thank you, Miss Jennifer. Jennifer, I hope that you're okay with me crafting in the kitchen with the real deal. I don't know if anybody has cooked today, because I actually, guys, I'm going to be peeling apples while we're talking, but I have not been on very much today. I think I've seen like 3 people, because we woke up this morning and Zoe, my little Shih Tzu, she's 13 years old. She was fine and went outside, did her potty business. We were good and came back in, and she got sick twice, like back to back. I'm like, well, she hadn't even eaten anything. So we went and sat on the couch. Well, I put her breakfast down. She would not eat. That tells me something's wrong right there, y'all. And so when she wouldn't eat, I was like, So I went and sat on the couch with her, and I noticed that she was like a little bit moving around a little bit. And when she jumped off the couch, she went face first. And she's like staggering all around like she'd been drinking or something, bless it. And so it scared me to death. So I snatched her up and we took off to the emergency vet. And they say that she has, it can be one or 2 things, and y'all please pray. I'm not going to cry. I'm not. It can either be vertigo or something much more worse. But the treatment for both is the same. So we're treating the vertigo, but bless her heart, she's so drunk and she walks in circles. Anybody that's had vertigo, I never have, but I had a good friend that had it, and she was just completely miserable. And the only treatment is to treat symptoms. I am male, I am cooking, and so they gave her medicine for nausea, they gave her medicine for dizziness, but her eyes are twitching, so, and her little head's rocking, so she's real uncomfortable. I don't think she's in pain. She just can't get comfortable. She keeps wanting to move around a lot. And so we're going to go back up there when I'm off live and get some medicine to kind of help her rest a little bit. You get vertigo. Oh, I know, Chesney. Like I say, my friend Lisa, she gets it, and she has the toughest time. So, and bless her heart, she's just a little dog, and she's so old, and she just don't understand. But it can either be this, or it is going to be a brain tumor. So y'all just pray. If she had a stroke, I don't think so, Fatima. They did all kinds of tests on her, so They did all kind of blood work and stuff, and they ruled all kinds of stuff out. I don't know, maybe they would have, I think they would have noticed it. I don't know. But the vet seemed real certain that it would be one of those two things. So, hey Jamie, hey Charlene. So y'all just pray for my baby girl. Like I say, she's an old girl, but I'd be lost without her. I told Wesley all these, because you know I just got back from the cat last week. I told Wesley, I said, we're going to have to mortgage the house. And a friend of mine wrote wanting to know how she was. And I told her, good. I said, there'd be pinto beans and cornbread here next week. Could be epilepsy. I don't know. Well, like I say, we're definitely gonna make her comfortable through the weekend, and then we'll be off to our vet. If you need to not do a live tonight. No, girl, I'm gonna do it. I would never not do it. I signed up, and it's good. She's fine. Like I say, she's not in pain. She's just uncomfortable, and Wesley can't go and get it because somebody has to be with her, because she'll try to get up, and bless her heart, she just walks in circles and runs into stuff. Miss Wanda, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Well, guys, let's go back to a happy note. Hey, Cheryl. We are going to make some apple turnovers. You know, I was going to craft with apples, and I was like, everybody will craft with apples, and so, or flannel. And I'm going to go in the kitchen. Y'all been begging me to come into the kitchen, so here we are. Don't put butter in the microwave. I'm going to put it on the stove today, girl. We're going on the stove. Y'all, anytime when you're doing something like this, don't your nose start itching? My nose hadn't itched all day until I started on this. And I don't know how many apples we're going to need, but we're going to cook. We might do one more. And these are Honey Crisp apples. I had to go in Walmart to get Zoe's motion sickness medicine. Hey, Miss Vicky. And while I was in there, I grabbed a bag of apples because I got a thing of apple pie filling. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me rinse my hands off. Woo. And I was like, you know, I got all that time, and it's not going to take me that long to put some little things together. Hey, Miss Mary, how are you? Well, guys, I am in the apples or flannel event. I really had planned on doing a little bit more, but then my day took that turn. So, but you know what? Everything happens for a reason. I always say it isn't the reason we want, but it all happens for a reason. But the event is hosted by the Crafting Network, and that is my sweet friend Miss Jennifer with She's Crafty USA. And then we're being live streamed into the CCC, and I got it written, but it's under my iPad, and I got messy hands, so I can't look at it right now. That's the Creative Crafters Community, I think. We'll double check that. And the Crafters Hive. So we are going to be in both of those, all three of those places. All right. Let me wipe up my mess here, and then we're going to get our apples on the stove, y'all. Oh, thank you so much for the stars. I think that was Miss Mary. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And this is for the mulch pile, so my husband don't divorce me. And Mr. Wesley was going to join us tonight, but guys, after Miss Zoe got messed up, then we decided that it was best for him to stay with her. So let's get, we're going to use about that much butter. That's 2 tablespoons. And, y'all, I'm going to quit messing my nose in a minute. Hey, Denise. Craft Creators Community. Maybe. Jennifer, if you're still here, tell me. And a 1/4 cup, I'm going to use just a little bit more because everything's better with brown sugar. The new fridge. Okay, I'll show you. And I'll show you our war scar. But y'all, if y'all weren't on my, I'm going to quit putting that. I'm going to have that thing full in a minute. If y'all weren't on my live yesterday, y'all don't even understand what we went through to try and get that thing in. Not fitting. Hey, Miss Joanne. Hey, Vicki. I think I saw you a minute ago, Miss Vicki, but hey again, girl. And it calls for 2 teaspoons. No, 1 teaspoon. We'll do 1 1/2. Good measure, right? Y'all, I never follow directions. And it said about a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and I'm using flavoring, which is the cheap Walmart stuff, so use more if you use that. And I forgot my salt. Hold please. Okay, we got salt. All right, so let's stir that up a little bit. Sorry, y'all, I look like a bum. I did change my shirt for y'all. It's Crafty Creators Community. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I knew it was something similar. Okay, we're supposed to cook these on the stove. It said for 5 minutes. Now, I think they need to go a little more than 5 minutes. What do y'all think? Maybe. And I guess let's put that butter down in the bottom so it'll melt. Get down in there. I'm going to spend an hour putting butter down in the middle. All right, so that's what our apple mixture looks like. And y'all, I'm going to tell you, it smells heavenly. I could probably eat this like this. So, all right, we're going on the stove, and we're going to go on about medium heat so I don't burn it, because I burn everything. And I got, whoa, almost lost them because I went ahead and opened it. So these are the Pillsbury pie crust. No, I'm not making homemade dough. Hold on, I got something else though. I've never used this before, so this may be a mistake. So y'all will have to hang out for that. This I've used, that I've never used. And there was a recipe that called for it, but it was froze stuff, and mine's not froze, so. But these were, and I thawed them out, so. Give it a little pat dry. You're just glad you're rocking the black and red for the Georgia Bulldogs. Hold on, I gotta go change, y'all. Hey, I hope they're doing better than the dang Clemson Tigers right now. And yeah, Lyndall, I'm throwing some shade. If we can't beat a team like we're playing today, we got some issues. All you Gamecock fans, y'all probably got us. I'm not feeling confident. And Wesley's probably in there saying, be quiet. Don't say that. Hey, Dale, how are you? I told y'all, I never really cared about football. Our son marched in the band at Clemson. And so I always, hold on now. I was always there for the band. So that was where I was. And we have our cookie sheet with our parchment paper already added. I feel like I forgot something. Oh. And you could use this instead. And if our apples don't get done in time, we might. Because, y'all, I love, 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 love some stewed apples. If, you know, Cracker Barrel isn't what it used to be. Here in our town it isn't. It may be perfectly great in yours. But here where I live, it isn't so good anymore. But I still love their apples. Hey, Miss Ladybug Gnomes and Crafts by Tammy. Dixie, I told all about Zoe a few minutes ago. They think that she might have some vertigo, so she's pitiful. We're going to go back and get some more medicine. I think they're going to give her gabapentin to help calm her down a little bit because she's real upset because she can't keep straight. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just lay these over here on this. I'm just making little circles, and I'm going to have to... Yes, you need to catch the replay of yesterday with the refrigerator. Oh, I hadn't shown it yet. The refrigerator was a challenge. I'll go ahead and tell you, it was a challenge to get in the house, y'all. Whew, the old one went out perfect. We had to bring it home because it was going to be like September 22nd before we could get it. And so we didn't want to we could order one and get it about that time. So we didn't want to wait that long. So we opted to bring it home ourselves. That was a mistake. Y'all don't do that. Promise you, don't do it. Hey, Rebecca, girl, I hope you were loving your new job. I miss you, though. Hey, Pam, I know. It's always so hard when your fur babies are sick. Well, when anybody's sick. But the fur babies, they can't talk to you and tell you what's going on. So, hey, Miss Sandra. But so anyway, we bring it home, get it home in one piece. It didn't fly off and take anybody's car out. Thank you. And so we were feeling real confident at that point. And our son was here to help us get it off of the truck. And so I ran to the Dollar General store because we were not going to have food. And got some milk to make some nutritious and delicious hamburger helper. Y'all, I'm such a good wife. They got to eat, right? Oh my gosh. Hey, a hamburger helper every now and again is not bad, right? Right, Wesley? He said, that's right. Bless him. And so anyway, I'm just using a bowl, y'all. We're going to turn our little pies, put our filling in, and fold it over. And so anyway, I ran to get that, and I told them, I said, y'all wait, I'll help when I get back. And they're like, okay, well, when I get back, they've already got it off the trailer. And I'm like, oh, man. And so got the other one out, and we start up the steps. Y'all, that refrigerator, the one we took out was not heavy compared to the one that, oh, let me do this. Compared to the one that we had to bring in. That one we had to bring in, oh my shoes. This thing is a monster. And so, yeah, if Kathy comes on here, she's going to tell everybody. I bought it at the dented store. And I didn't have to tell that, but I could get one immediately where if I had ordered one, it was going to be September 29th or either October 7th. Oh, wait a minute. I got to stir over here, y'all. Ooh-wee. Oh, God, y'all. Ooh. We need some smell-o-vision in here. I'm going to turn them down just a little bit. Golly, that smells good. I might put just a tad of flour in them just to thicken it up a little bit. But, and so we went there. Somebody told us about it. And it was, they had some really good stuff. And the one we got's got a dent on the back. And if anybody pulls out my refrigerator and look at my dent on the back, I'm going to send them home anyway. So, but we got it up 2 steps. There's 3 steps. We're bringing it in the back at our patio, comes into our kitchen. And we bring it up and we get it up 2 steps. 3 steps. Sorry, I've been corrected. And so the fourth step was rough. The fourth step about took us all out. He got to swaying back and forth, rocking. I'm trying to catch it. I would have died trying. I mean, it was not going to be good. All right, y'all, I'm going to lay this one over here because I got another cookie sheet. I don't know what I would have done if I'd have had to go for it. And Blake's hollering at me to please stop, get out of the way. And I'm trying to keep it from falling. They're about to rip the door frame off. It was bad. It was bad. And poor old Blake, he was just like, we all got bruises all over us. And Blake got the worst of it though, because he was the one pulling, and Wesley was pushing, and I was directing and trying to guide. But what we are making apple turnovers. And this is my craft for the night. I am crafting apple turnovers. And we're going to use some puff pastry that I've never used before. And I really don't need to make these. I'm going to go ahead and make it just in case. Because them little apple turnovers, that puff pastry, I've never used that stuff. Have y'all? But we made it in the house, but we got a couple of little war scars getting it in. So, but it's okay. You know what? That's the reason people... Like the Three Stooges, Melanie. Wesley, did you hear what Melanie just said? Wow. And she's supposed to be my friend. Oh my gosh. But it probably did look like the Three Stooges, just saying, Melanie. It probably did. We were, it was a hot mess, I can promise you that. And we were all so exhausted whenever we finished getting that thing in the house. It was kind of like, all right, let me stir I'm going to bring my mixture over and show you one more bit what we got. Look at that. It says cook it 5 minutes. I'm going to put some, hold please. I'm going to put some flour in it right quick. Oh, that's sugar. I don't need that though, so let's just leave it out. And yes, y'all, I'm still sporting the mauve Tupperware canisters my mama bought me up 10 years ago, and I have always used them. All right, I'm going to just put a little bit of flour in there. And all that's going to do is thicken up some of that juice because I don't want it running all out of my... I might put just a little bit more because I got a ton of juice in there. Just a smidge more. But my mama gave me these years and years ago. I want to say Christmas or something. And I just always kept them. And they're perfect. I mean, they still got the original lids. Can you believe that? Your mom used to make apple turnovers, little handheld pies. Yep. Well, when I told Wesley I was going to cook, he was not upset. I can assure you of that. Yeah, they are going to have to cook just a little bit longer. Plus, it'll thicken up a little bit. Now, let's figure out this puff pastry because I told y'all you won't find better container than those. Who said? Pam, I know, girl. You know, Tupperware, I think you can buy it in the stores now is what somebody told me. Okay, y'all, I've never done this before, so I don't have a clue. Roll it out, fill and form. They didn't know I needed more instruction than that, did they? And y'all, if my son was here, he loves, loves, loves dough. Like raw dough, biscuit dough, anything like that. Okay, so if I cut it like that, then I can fold and make a square. I can fold them over, right? What do we think? Hey, Miss Debbie Fortenberry. Target has Tupperware. I knew one of the stores was carrying it now. Okay, and it says you have to keep it cold. So we're probably going to do this one first. Hold on one second. Let me get me another piece of parchment. And this is parchment paper, not wax paper. Well, that didn't go so great, but it'll be okay. Y'all can tell I cut my other one with scissors. Hey, Kathy Tibbs and Miss Charlene Rue. Guys, if y'all have not said hey, please do. I'm happy y'all are here. I wish we had a comment reader, but Wesley's got to hang out with Miss Z. Hey, Miss Angie Foster. You're welcome to come in as your business page, sweet lady. Y'all know I don't mind about that. Some people do. I don't. All right, we're going to, and I'm not supposed to, are you supposed to push it out at all? Your husband's mother used to be a Tupperware distributor. I sold Tupperware for a little bit, and I did make decent money, but it was, and y'all know, the problem with me is I like to talk so much. I like to talk so much. When I do stuff like that in person, I can't get out because I'm talking too much. And the longer you stay, the less money you make. And I know that sounds awful, but it's the truth. I was the same way at Weight Watchers. You have to, okay, we'll cross this little bridge. You wish you could find some Tupperware. But they said Target. I don't know. But I haven't been involved in Tupperware in years and years and years. But I did. I was up in the attic a while back, and I found my great big tote. You remember you used to have the tote that you carried all your Tupperware into parties and stuff? I found my tote, and it was still full of all my Tupperware. So I brought a bunch of it down so I could use it. All right, so let's go get our stuff. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's done. Well, it thickened up pretty good, but I'm still going to drain it out, I think. Y'all want to do the puff ones first? Let's go ahead and cut 2 more. That way, I don't know if I haven't, let's do 2 first. I want to make sure I got enough stuff. Wesley, holler, hey.
Hey.
He's in the living room, guys. He's hanging out with Zoe since she's having such a difficult time right now. So, oh no, y'all. I didn't turn the oven on. Well, we were really making good time, so we're just going to roll with it. But instead of doing these first, since I tell you what I am going to do. It says these have to stay cold. So I'm going to set this in the refrigerator just like this for just a few minutes. Okay? Hold on. That way I can just pull them out and y'all, and we got all kinds of room because we don't have any groceries. And with all the money I've spent on vet bills, we might not have any groceries. It's going to be pinto beans and cornbread. I got a whole bag of pinto beans. Hey, Belle's Creative Studio. Miss Pam King, you still use the measuring cups and spoons you bought before your wedding. Oh, wow. Okay, so let me get a slotted spoon and let's drain out our mixture. And I got a fork. So I know what I need to do. Hey, Karen Wilson. How are you doing? Well. All right. I'm gross now. Hold on. Cooking with Karen sometimes gets eventful. The Tupperware. Oh, I missed that one. I got some nasty hands. Sorry. All right, let me whip, whip, whip. Whip, whip, whip. Karen, if you're still on, were you at that meeting that time in Greenwood when I shook that smoothie at the old store over beside the gym? When I shook that smoothie and it went all over me and the floor and everything else. I had to clean up all that nasty smoothie. It was gross. Hey, Miss Debbie, how are you? All right, so I'm going to spoon out a little bit of our mixture. And I'm going to drain some of our juice out. Okay, you don't want to overfill, because if you do overfill, it's going to all ooze out and make a big old mess. We might be overfilled, so y'all didn't see that. Am I going to sprinkle powdered sugar? Am I going to put glaze? Well, I got something that I'm gonna do. I'll show you. Hopefully I can get them done. That's why I'm trying to get these ones done. That way I can go ahead and get them put in the oven. And you can fry the little pies. My mama used to fry them when I was a kid. But I told y'all, my mama didn't bake anything. I don't know that I even had baked food until I lived by myself. My mama fried everything, y'all. If it didn't have Crisco in it, it wasn't any good to her. You been watching me cook? No, you remember you telling about it? Oh, man. All right, Karen. Karen's over there making fun of me. No, I'm kidding. She's not. Hey, we used to have too much fun in our meetings. You'd make a mess. You can't even fold a burrito to save your life. Well, don't fill it too full. That's where you mess up, filling them too full. I'm gonna fork them in a minute. It's gonna be unforking believable. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Wesley, you need to be in here controlling me. It was not a bad word. Oh my gosh. Hey, y'all know I've had a tough day. Hold on, I'm gonna get another fork with my egg cans. But y'all know what? We gotta have enough. Hold on, we gotta get rid of this. I really could just turn this thing up and eat this. It smells so good. All right, so I'm gonna put these up here, and I'm gonna take our little fork, and I'm going to crimp all around the sides. And I should have not put it quite so close, should I? Let's pull him out here. We're preheated. And it said that I had to go to 400. Y'all know I cook everything at 350. My poor little oven, I'm shocked it even works at 400. It's never seen that temperature too much. All right, so I'm gonna move him up here. I might can get this one up here. So we're gonna crimp it. Crimp it, yeah. Fatima. See, I had 2 people leave. I hope I didn't make anybody even mad. Hopefully they just gonna eat dinner, which I haven't eaten yet, so these little pies are smelling amazing. Oh, well, I gotta make a hole in them. I was just gonna say, oh no, this one's got a hole in it, but we gotta put a hole in them, because if you don't, what happens if you don't put little holes in your things that you're baking? Say I was making a pie or something like that. That one's really falling apart, y'all. We might have to do a little surgery on him. I'm out of control. Lori, see what y'all do? Miss Linda Farmer, it's your first time watching. Well, I hope I don't run you off. We get a little wild and crazy around here sometimes. But you know what? We just like to have fun because life's too serious and way too short. But y'all look, that one's just disintegrating. Wesley, what happened to this thing? Wow, we might have to, and this one's starting to do it, y'all. It's, I don't know if we need to eat this stuff or not. It's kind of like, Wesley's laughing at me, y'all. But look, I'm gonna it's got a Band-Aid. I'm gonna put one over here too, because I'm afraid everything. No, it's not in my other dough. It's in the pie crust. They're just kind of falling apart. That one there's pitiful looking. And this one's starting. They just need Band-Aids, y'all. Hold on, let me get my other ones. We got enough. We're gonna do these too. But before I do that, I'm gonna fix this one because I don't want it falling apart too. You finally had to Google how to do it and you do good now. Uh-oh, I didn't see what you did. I'm sorry. I'm patching. It's a Band-Aid, Pam. It's not patching. It's just a little Band-Aid. It's probably the same thing. All right. Remember, not too full. And I probably need some more of that juice in there, but we'll reserve the juice to pour over if we need it. And I'm going to just tell you, it probably isn't the healthiest thing in the world, but when you make something like this, you're not really looking to cut calories or anything like that. So use the sugar, because if you don't use enough sugar in this, and brown sugar is going to make them taste a little bit better. It's going to make them give them more of a little caramelized taste. If you don't use enough sugar in something like this, it is not going to be good. You can't watch the entire time you... That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Just come on back anytime, Miss Karen. And the replay's always available to watch because y'all, it'll be on my page. And then it'll also be in the Crafting Network, the CCC group, and the Creators Hive. So make sure if you aren't already following over there, it's being streamed in all three of those groups. And like I say, it's on my page as well. And if you aren't already following over at the Crafting Network, we would love to have you, because Miss Jennifer does an event once a month. It's going to be the first weekend of every month. And her events are always so good, y'all. So... all right, we got two that are going to be just a smidge iffy, but this is what our little pies look like. So y'all go ahead and start your little prayers now, because we're fixing to put these ones in the oven, and we're going to pull out the pastry, the puff pastry. That's what I never done before. So in we go. And I don't remember how long, so we're just going to watch them. Oh, no, wait. Hold, please. Get out there. I forgot a step. Okay, y'all, I can't find my little brush, but we need to give it a little egg wash, so we're just going to, it says it's going to make them beautiful. I don't do this when I cook pies. I guess I just got ugly pies. I might have to give him a Band-Aid too if I keep that up. Here, let me get a spoon. That might be better. I'm going to end up torturing those poor things. All right, here we go. We got a spoon. We're just going to use the back of our spoon. Maybe we won't damage them. I'm afraid to put anything on this one. Those look delicious. I hope they're good. We're going to see. Y'all hang out, because I think we're going to have time to get them. If I can get them in the oven. Gotta be careful, boy. This little pie crust is fragile. Crafts Art by Camille. Hey, Miss Donna Trainum, how you doing? Bent and sprinkle with granite. Yes, I kept my sugar out. And And I told y'all to vent them and then I didn't. We gonna though. They're out. I saved the day. I about tore up the day. All right. Whew. All right, hold a minute. Here we go, y'all ready? The little sugar fairy's out. And y'all, if I was in somebody else's kitchen, I'd throw this leftover sugar over my shoulder, but I'm in mine and I don't have to clean the floor up, so. Oh my gosh. You want to know a fact about you? Oh my goodness. Fatima, yes, of course we want to know a fact about you, but hold on one second. Let me get the rest of my sugar sprinkled because I got to run to the stove. Okay, I'm going to put it all on the yes, I wouldn't really throw that in somebody's floor. But I'll tell y'all something funny. I used to work with a lady, y'all. Hold on, let me get my pastries out. All right. Y'all, I can't hardly get used to these double doors on the thing, though. That is at least I got Band-Aids. That's right. Okay, so these aren't completely square, so it's, what if, I'm gonna do them like that. That's more better. But I worked with this lady, and she was eccentric. That's a nice way. She was one of these people, she believed in all kinds of stuff. She was most wonderful person I have ever met. Loved her. But I showed up to school one day, and y'all, she's got this music playing, and when I walked in, she's got salt kind of. And I always noticed there was something on the floor, but I could never figure out what it was. She was throwing salt all over the floor. I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, that keeps the evil spirits out. I think I need to just throw a whole pile of salt in my house with all the stuff I've had going on this year. Wesley, I didn't even think about that, did you? We need to go to the salt mine and get us some salt. Okay. Y'all, that's pretty. That's like a, what do they call those little pocket things? What do you call them? Those things Blake used to eat, Wesley. What do you call them? Hot Pockets. I kept wanting to say Pop Pockets. I knew that wasn't right. Y'all, these apples, they look so good. Make cakes and pies. Oh, is that what she said she used to do? Wesley, look on there and see if Fatima said she used to make. I might can scroll down. Let's see. You opened a cake shop when you were 24 years old and owned it for 6 years. You just couldn't keep. Oh, wow. Well, that's great if you had that much business. That means you must have had good cakes and pies. Well, I decorated cakes. I went to all of the classes to learn how to do it, and I did it for a while, and met some awesome people doing it. The little man it was a male teacher that taught us how to do that, and he was absolutely precious. He died a couple of years ago of a heart attack, and I hated that so bad because he was the sweetest soul. But nobody wants to pay you anything for that stuff. And, you know, in our state, you got to have all kinds of licenses and stuff, or you just kind of do it and let people pay you whatever. Hold on, I'm going to get our little crust stuff out again, and we're going to do another one. And so, I mean, one lady, I did a cake. It was a huge cake, and she gave me like $25 for it. And I had more than that in just the supplies for the cake. So I decided that that was not going to be anything that I was going to do. It was too much work to have somebody pay that little for it. What, darling? Oh, okay. Are you turned sideways? Turn it straight up and down. And that is something that I learned, y'all. I don't know if y'all know that, but if you're on your iPad and you turn it horizontal, you can't see comments, but if you'll turn it back vertical, you will be able to see your comments. Nothing, I found it. Hey, Brittany. Mr. Wesley's in there hanging out with Miss Zoe because she's not feeling too well. I did get her to eat a little bit, so I was happy about that. We might have filled that one way too full, but we're going to go ahead and put some in this one. We're going to have a little bit left, but I ain't mad because I'll eat it. Hey, Sherry, how are you? Guys, I appreciate y'all coming in. I appreciate you sprinkling, and make sure to stay on whenever I am off. I don't know if anybody else is going to cook, but I do know the people that I have seen crafting today have had some of the cutest crafts. So make sure if you missed anybody to go back and visit them and follow the group. And if you're new to me, I would love for you to come over and join us on my page. We have way too much fun sometimes, so it gets wild. All right, these are the puff pastries. I didn't lie. I told y'all I never. But y'all know what I didn't do. I didn't cut holes in the top of my other thingies. Oh, no. They gonna make their own holes. Okay. I don't know how them's gonna do. They looking a little weird. I told y'all we always fried the little pies, but when it said you could bake them, I thought, well, that would be a healthier alternative. Not like these things are going to be healthy and good for you, but I guess the alternative is, they're not too bad. Alrighty, so let's all right. And I know how impressed y'all are because of my homemade apple filling. We're gonna vent these. Maybe they'll look a little better than my other ones. They needed Band-Aids. And if I could brush this stuff on, it probably would be better, but y'all know. Hey, Dale Bowers, you think she was... I'm over here trying to tear that one. You making me laugh, girl. I hope we got time to get them ready, but y'all know what? We're going to have to sit here and look at each other for a little bit. Well, I'll show y'all the refrigerator. How about that? We'll just look at the fridge. I want to get them done though so y'all can see. These ones might be getting a little bit better egg wash, but the other ones, the dough got warm on me, and so it got fragile. You don't want fragile dough, and if it starts getting that way, you can always pop it in the fridge, and it will get not as fragile. When they come out, you could do a dollop of ice cream. I do have ice cream. Mr. Wesley was so excited because when we stopped to get Zoe's medicine on the way home, I ran in Walmart and I got my apples, and then I grabbed the ice cream because he had said, are you gonna make some glaze or something to go over them? And I said, I might. I said, but ice cream would be good. And he went, this man, y'all, he loves some ice cream. All right, so I'm gonna put these in. We've got them sugared, they're glazed, and they have holes. So I need a pot holder because I gotta move this other one around. All right. Ooh, wait, the bottoms of those are already starting to get a little brown. I should have used the smaller pan. It'll be okay. Hopefully everything will fall out of them. All right, let me put this up and then I'll show y'all the fridge. All right. And y'all, I wear gloves when I cook a lot of times because I don't like slimy stuff touching my hands. No, I'm weird. I'm weird, I'm weird. What kind of apples did I use? Honeycrisp apples. Granny Smiths are the best to use, but I like Granny Smith's apples, but they're not my favorite. So I went with what I like. Okay, y'all gonna see my lights and probably my mess in my kitchen, but it's okay. It's real life. So I'm gonna show y'all the new refrigerator and then we're gonna check our pies. So don't leave. Y'all, I had not had a refrigerator for 24 years. And this is the new refrigerator. Don't look at the boots. All right, so I'm going to be Vanna. And I guess I could show you. Up beside where it says Whirlpool, it has a little scar. That was a wartime scar. We have the ice and all the stuff on the door that I still can't get used to. And it opens, and we have very little groceries. Any contribution are accepted after the thousands of dollars of vet bills. But it's got all kinds of little drawers and gadgets and all kinds of stuff. So, ice maker. And then, y'all think the refrigerator looks bare? Wait a minute. You want a firm, crisp apple. Yep, that's exactly right, Dana. And it said the Honeycrisp ones work. And here is our freezer. What are those? Banana popsicles. Yes, yes, and yes. So, we have... I do need to cut that without cutting my arm off. Yeah, like I say, I hadn't had a refrigerator for 24 years because the one we took out, it was a Kenmore Whirlpool, and we bought it when we built the house. So, and it lasted that long. And I'm gonna go back around with you. Woo! Okay. And so when the lady told me, she says, oh girl, I told her how old mine was and I wanted to go back with a Whirlpool because I'd had good luck out of that one. She's like, oh, well, don't expect this one to last that long. You'll be lucky to get 3 or 5 years out of it. What? I thought I was going to have a stroke. I told her, I said, it better last longer than that. Have to go to the factory and have a talk with somebody. Can't y'all see me at the Whirlpool factory saying, okay, y'all, listen, we're going to have to start doing better here, building these things. Let me throw this in here right quick, y'all. Like I say, I want to use one door on the thing because I'm just not got used to the 2 doors. Let's check our pies and see where we are. Ooh, okay, hold on. Let me put these ones down on the bottom a minute. Oh, y'all. I want to turn it on broil, but I don't want to because the other ones, we're going to give it just a few more minutes. We'll give it we'll give it 3 more minutes. And then we're going to turn the broil on and get them topped off so I can get them served up. I don't know if the puff pastry ones are going to get done in time, but we will definitely get the others. So I hope that y'all have enjoyed this. I won't be doing it right when I get off because y'all know I got to go back to the emergency vet and pick up the other medicine for Miss Zoe. But when I get home this evening, I will post that recipe, or I'll do it first thing in the morning. But it is just apple turnovers. And like I say, it did not say, this particular recipe didn't say anything about making it a puff pastry, so this is going to be trial and error. So hopefully it's trial, not error. We've had a few issues with yours, and it's just 5 years old. Well, I bought the warranty because the warranty, and I always ask when you buy if they offer you a warranty, because I was going to say no because it was a couple $100, and the lady, and it was 5 years, and the lady's like, well, if you don't ever use the warranty, they pay you back 30% of what it cost. So you pay 20% of that for it, so it doesn't end up being near that much. So Chesney, thank you so much. She definitely needs prayers. She's pitiful. Her little eyes are twitching so, and her little head's, it's hard to watch. It's hard. Especially in this mama's heart. She loves that girl. Awful. Awful, awful. It's smelling delicious. It is smelling delicious. You asked me, was it? Yes, it is, girl. It smells absolutely awesome. Okay, I'm going to hit the broil for just a second. It's not going to take but just a minute, and then I'm going to turn it back down for the puff ones. You bake those little pies, and you want to make some now. Well, let me get a plate while we're rolling. We got to get the tasting ready. You sprinkle me out, Lori Payne, thank you. And anybody, if you don't see this little red live button up here in the corner, you're watching the replay, go ahead and sprinkle me anyway. I sure would appreciate it because people get to see after the fact. And it just helps get our messes out there. And y'all know I got lots of mess to show off, so. All right. All right, let's turn it back down to 400. We're going to pull these ones out. Oh, y'all, look. Look how they're starting to puff up. Y'all see them? They're puffing. All right, cook away. All right, well, all I got to say is my pies are not beautiful, but they smell heavenly. And I think we're going to eat the one that got the biggest Band-Aid. All right, hold a minute. Wesley, you think you'll be okay to come and do what? Okay, that works. I didn't know if she was snoozing or not. Set my ice cream out a little bit. Well, it ain't gonna be a beautiful little scoop, but we'll try and make it a little rounder. Y'all would have thought I worked in an ice cream shop, wouldn't you? Isn't that cute? Y'all wish I was here making y'all one, don't you? All right, are we ready? Y'all know even if it's bad, I'm going to say, oh my God. No, I'm not. Y'all know I won't do that. I'll tell y'all if it's bad. I'm going to taste it just. It's hot. Well, I know mine was a little bit different than everybody else's, but I hope y'all enjoyed my crafting apple turnovers in the kitchen. I took a big play on it. Sorry, Jennifer. I hope you don't mind. It is a cold freezer. Oh, y'all, that's good. Those apples, God, I could just eat the pot of apples. Let's get a piece of some ice cream in with it and try not to burn my face off. All right, we're going to check the other ones. We got just a few minutes. We got 2 minutes. I'm going to give 1 minute. Send you a pie. Here we go. You ready? Oh, I'm so glad. Like your work friend used to say, you wish you had that. Oh, no. Oh, that's good. Wesley, you want me to bring it in there and let you try it? I didn't want me to try my pie anyway. Okay. Let's see if we got the other ones close. Y'all, I'm over here trying to burn the house down. I never turned the eye on the stove off. Okay, these ones aren't going to be ready, but look how big they're puffed. Look. I will post a picture of them so y'all can see. If we had about 5 more minutes, we probably would be good, but we don't have 5 more minutes, and I'm not going to go into somebody else's time. But thank you, Miss Jennifer with She's Crafty USA. And with the Crafting Network for hosting the event. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it so much. I hope that you all had fun. I hope y'all go make some pies if you do. I have a page, Crafting and sign more. Make sure to go and post pictures of your pies over there. And I'll post the recipe. Like I said, I got to go back to the emergency vet whenever I hit the off button and get my stuff put in the refrigerator. But I will post the recipe. It's good. Y'all, those apples are good just to eat by themselves. So I hope that y'all enjoy it. And next after me is Grammy's Crafts and Craziness. I'm not a Grammy, but the Crafts and Craziness fits right in with mine, don't it? I hope y'all had fun. Bye, Miss Dawn. Y'all have a great evening. And I will post tomorrow and let y'all know how Miss Zoe's doing. And I'll get this recipe posted for y'all. Y'all have a great night. If you aren't already following over at my page, hit the button. You can tap my nose and tell whether you're following or not. I know Facebook's had 3 updates this week, y'all. So make sure to check. Make sure they hadn't turned me off. Y'all have a great evening. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.